Welcome to the first principals interview for the year, and before we kick off, we'll just introduce you to the families out there. We have Tanisha and Annalise and Cooper, and you're all from grade 6, correct?
Yes.
Has it dawned on you that this is the last year of primary school and then you enter the big wide world of secondary?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Seems as kind of a scary thought ending and
Mm.
then starting all over again.
Yeah, you'll be big kids soon, won't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's been one of the highlights so far for the start of this year, do you think? Cooper?
I'd probably say the swimming carnival.
Yeah? Enjoyed the swimming carnival?
Yeah.
Did your house win?
Yes.
Yes? And you're the Monterey house captain, so you'll be very proud. What house are you in, Cooper? Monterey as well, and?
Gadu.
Gadu.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's bad luck. Mm.
Yeah.
I don't think Mr. McGee was very happy with the outcome, was he?
No, I don't think so.
So close.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the swimming sports were a great occasion, lots of house spirit there, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And maybe one day we'll knock Monterey off the perch, perhaps. They've got a pretty good track record though, haven't they?
At our opening mass and assembly, we launched the theme of this year. The earth is full of the goodness of the Lord. Can you explain why this theme was chosen?
Look, I think we live in a beautiful area on this part of the Sapphire Coast, and I think we should try and celebrate that. We thought an environmental theme would be good for this year, and one that makes us more aware of how beautiful the earth is and how we celebrate that. We handed out the bookmark to try and highlight the fact that this is our theme for the year and just keep people reminded that this is our theme. And then we also handed out that plant, hoping that people will take it home and grow it and nurture it, look after it, take photos and send it back to us to see how that's all going. Just so that we're always thinking about the beautiful world we live in and being grateful and thankful for that.
I think that the theme was really good, like as you said, for the area that we live in, and I think that the other students will like it as well.
Yeah, good.
Are you pleased with the new primary classrooms, Mr. Sentral?
Well, I think they're beautiful, and it's helped us to we've got more classrooms that we can give back to the secondary now. We've got all of our primary classrooms in one spot, and there's a wonderful atmosphere down in the primary classrooms amongst all the classes. But I guess it's a question I can ask you as well. How are you enjoying your new classrooms?
I reckon they're great.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're I reckon a lot bigger and a lot easier to work around with.
Yeah, and they're nice and cool down there, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Pretty
Especially
comfortable.
if they're heaters, because we didn't have any back up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
How's the new uniform shop going, Mr. Sentral?
Well, it was pretty busy at the start of the year. The lineup was way out the door, and I just want to pay tribute to the uniform shop ladies, Joe and Katrina, who did a fantastic job in dealing with the influx of parents who wanted to come along and buy uniforms. But I look around the school and I think the uniform looks great. We've got the new blue chambray shirts and different items of uniform which I think are looking really nice. New sports uniform I think looks really good. And I think most of the stock now is in for the summer uniform, and the winter stock will be arriving soon, so that if any student needs a new jumper or cardigan or blazer and so forth, that'll all be here for the start of winter. But it's been quite successful, and if parents want to know when the shop is open, on the Skoolbag app there's an alert there that gives the opening times of the uniform shop. So I think it's been quite successful. A few little things still to iron out, and as we go we'll do that. But over the next couple of years, I think our whole new uniform will be in place, and our students will be comfortable and looking really good.
How do you think the BYOD iPad program is going?
Okay, well, look, I've got certain thoughts on that, but I guess you, the students, are better positioned to answer that maybe. And we had a bit of a chat about this yesterday with a few students, and I'm getting a positive feel. I think it's being used quite well in classrooms, and it will take some time for the culture to change and for us to get used to technology. But I suppose I'd like to ask you three what your thoughts are, and whether you see it as a useful tool in the classroom, and maybe briefly touch on how you're using iPads in the classroom perhaps.
I think that it's good for to not use the paper as much for the trees.
Mm-hmm.
And it's better for we do homework on the iPads, and we do maths and all different subjects.
So when you say you do the homework, how is the homework sent out to you?
Well, Mr. Bonnet he uploads the homework onto the My Homework app, and then we go onto it and we download it onto GoodNotes,
Mm-hmm.
and then we finish the work that he sent us, and then we send it back to him.
So at home you can send him your homework and he responds and sends it back to you?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty good, isn't it? So you get that instant feedback from your teacher?
Yeah. I find it a lot easier to use, than sending an actual different, weekly different message.
Mm.
So it's a lot easier. Yeah.
So if you were struggling with a maths question at home, could you send that question to Mr. Bonet, and would he give you some help with that?
You could send him the page and then write in the text and then send it to him, and he can answer back and tell him how to kind of help you and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming this doesn't happen at all hours of the night and the morning, and Mr. Bonet has given you a period of time where he's happy to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are there other ways Lumen is trying to use technology?
Annalise, we've just introduced a program called Sentral. Sentral is a management system, and it gives you your timetables, teacher and student timetables. It's where we mark the role. But the other things we're working on at the moment too is reports being generated by Sentral, but also behaviour management. So in the not too distant future, hopefully your teachers will be able to record both positive and negative behaviours on Sentral, and your parents will be able to jump on a portal at home and see what your positive and negative behaviours are. I'm sure with you three here, there'll only be positive entries from your teachers. Yeah. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Of course. And that will allow the teachers to track behaviours and to deal with behaviours appropriately. Not always dishing out consequences necessarily, but just being able to monitor behaviour patterns and trying to assist students where possible to behave in accordance with our pastoral care and behaviour management policies. So we're working on using that system, that central system, to do all of that and to give more information, to more feedback back to our parents so they know exactly what's going on at school. So for instance, if you didn't do your homework, your teacher might put a note in the central behaviour management section that said that you weren't regularly doing your homework, and your parents would know immediately that that was an issue, and they might talk to you or talk to the school. But as I said, we're also emphasising the use of positive notifications on there as well. So if students are doing good things and getting merit awards and doing service hours, then we record that on there as well. So there's a complete list of all the great things that you're doing. Thank you very much for your time coming out to class and for your questions, and it's just good to have a chat, a bit of a conversation about how things are going, and I hope the year is good for you and you enjoy your last year of primary school. So have a wonderful year. Thanks for your time.